This is the police, and this is Etari Living Sacrifice playing This is the Police. Brutally murdered Veronica Larson, once favorite restaurant manager of Mayor Rogers. Dentist, now hunting middle-aged women. 40-year-old woman, latest victim. Birds of a feather flock together. I was up all night. No, you're not tired. You're not tired. City Hall. From the grave. Share 50% with your staff. What's the point if I gotta do that? SWAT upgrade, job. Need more detectives. Let's see here. Police station. I got about the same amount on either side. Neighbor market. Everybody's doing pretty good. City Hall. What do we got as far as investigations? Can I send any? No, I can't send anybody else. He was here. Is he seeing him go away? I should have plenty here. Fiona swearing at her brother, begging to play stupid games till the phone rang. I talked with my friend. First responding officer. The door to the apartment was open when I came in. The boy was sitting in front of the TV, just playing some games. Is this him looking in or looking at? Like, is he leaving? I didn't kill her. I had a fight, and I went home and watched a movie. Inter-Ministerial Committee is in charge of certifying select emergency personnel. Please send 2 of your most serious and reliable employees. Chinatown. The police received an anonymous tip that Dirty Harry Dry Cleaners is the front for a cocaine ring. I've got to have enough for this one. Is this her answering the door? What do you want? She answers the door, walks in. What do you want? Maybe not. I'm so tired of that one not being solved. So tired of it. The dry cleaner is empty aside from the elderly Chinese woman busy behind the counter. Wake her up and give your sneak past her. Wakes up, sees the cop start shouting, pulls a shotgun. Use the taser. Huh. That worked. Ask the mafia to sell it. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Alright. Priest believes that the dentist is sitting right there in one of his services. The heathen is still sitting there in the last row. I've got to go back on. Just hurry. A man came into the Black Handsome barbershop and presented a gift certificate for a haircut surprise. As specified on the certificate, he was blindfolded and trimmed. But when the man saw what happened to his hair, he became enraged, smashed the mirror, and attacked one of the barbers. Alrighty then. That sounds like fun. Uh-oh. A mature woman who came to the beach to swim with her 2 grandchildren lost her temper at 2 girls who were sunbathing topless. The lady started with a number of nasty comments. When they were ignored, the woman began to beat the girls with a switch, yelling, "Shameless, shameless." 2 men stood up for the nudists, and soon several others joined the fight. We will send the paddy wagon on that one. Hopefully I've got time. Get some people back.
1210 complete.
Regular parishioner, surprise, surprise. Again. The man is threatened to cut the barber's throat with a shard of the mirror unless he fixes his haircut. You should see my wife. Look at your bigger problems today than a haircut. Are they going to get back in time?
415 in progress.
Barely.
1510 in progress.
Alright, but we can send the paddy wagon. Break up the topless fight. Construction worker got involved in the restoration of historic building, got in over his head, and the walls of the building began to crumble. Larger pieces are falling from the floors above, threatening the lives of passersby. Witnesses reported that the construction worker quickly worked his way down by rope, then threw his helmet to the ground and ran away. I don't know what that means. What do they mean by that? Suspicious man stopping cars on the road selling handmade wooden jewelry decorated with glass and manure. The brooch collapsed right in my hands and the fraudster wouldn't give me a refund. How am I going to get my money back? Are we going to have time to get this fraudster? Are these 2 gone all day? They're gone all day.
415 complete.
Let's see here.
Looks like we have a situation.
The crowd managed to calm down, but the nudists received a few bruises and they've refused to get dressed. Get out the handcuffs. Either cover your chest or we're going down to the police station right now. Someone shouts from the crowd something about shame and sin. The fight starts up again. Fire some warning shots in the air. Use the night text to suppress the shoot some firing. Yeah, let's do that. And oh crap. Intoxicated man carrying a hand drill spotted on the bridge, flagging down a taxi. Oh well. He just had manure on his hands.
1312 in progress.
1312. A young waitress at the cafe noticed a man dressed in a police uniform who fit the description of the dentist. I don't think it was a gun in his holster. I think it was a drill. I'm so tired of these. But I guess they're gonna keep happening. 2 new frames. Let's see here. Is this him? What does this mean? Is this him picking it up? No. So they talk about it. He leaves. He's playing video games. She's upset. She's upset about nothing. About him playing video games. But really upset about her brother. Made him stop playing video games. Wow. Huh. Hmm. 3 new frames. Do I have enough now? Alright, I haven't even looked at this one. Let's see here. Mindy Reyes was returning from work after midnight and came upon a male corpse lying in an alley near her home. His right hand has been severed and there are bruises behind the knees. There's 3 bullet holes in his chest and a lot of blood around the body. Mr. Mindy Reyes, the waitress, I didn't recognize him at first, but it's my neighbor Edgar Sanchez. I often met him with a tough, dangerous-looking woman. They are always fighting loudly. I remember she was ugly with a tattoo of an AK-47 on her chest. Prince Jones, homeless. I woke up to heart-rending screams, but when I got out of my box, everything was quiet. I only saw a man from behind. He had a gun in his belt, and he got into one of those expensive cars. He looked like a man, but had long hair. So who knows about his prick? There's lots of those fags hanging around. The other day, I saw Edgar Sanchez arguing in the street with some weird guy in a hood and a cane. The guy poked Edgar in the stomach a couple times with his cane, and I thought about calling the cops, but they just shook hands and went their separate ways. Sanchez has always paid his rent on time and in cash, but I don't think he had a job. I think he was into drugs and maybe something else illegal. The hand was separated from the body while Edgar Sanchez was still alive. Damn. The smooth edges of the wound indicate that it was inflicted in one swift motion. The bruises in the popliteal region were from a hard object like a nightstick or a club. Apparently the culprit first forced his victim to the ground. Dangerous looking woman. Maybe that's what it was. Dangerous looking woman. Let's see. Forced him to the ground. Cut off his hand. Then he shot him? Small-time drug dealer.
1210 complete.
Drill salesman is drinking because he hasn't had much luck with the business on account of a dentist. People these days don't like strangers carrying around drills poking around. And who's going to feed my children? The journalists? Alright, so they go to the Ghetto or the Wise Dragon Restaurant. Let's go to the Wise Dragon Restaurant first. I don't even remember that one. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Alright. I have to get him another day. And we are on to day 76. And we will continue on the next one. Keep moving forward, y'all.